Principle number 2. You need to have relationships with no quid pro quo. When I was first starting the company, and I was charged with really bringing in the money for the company, I thought mistakenly that the purpose of me building relationships is to make money. And it turned out that that is just a fundamental lie, okay? This picture here of Santa Claus holding the gifts, okay, is the same thing as trying to build business relationships with sort of this subtle quid pro quo. I'm going to build a relationship with you, and I hope that in so doing, eventually you will give me business. You will give me money. And I realized a number of years in that this is just not only a lie, profoundly unhealthy, but it is also fundamentally manipulative. Every sales book that I've ever read, I fundamentally disagree with, except for one. And because they're basically based on the idea of how are you going to manipulate other people or set the stage for other people to give you cash. And when I dropped that and decided a number of years into my tenure with my company that I was not going to do that, what I was going to do is build relationships primarily with the purpose of listening and giving. And if the good Lord didn't want to turn that into a financial relationship, it should have nothing to do with the continuing commitment on my part to have a relationship with other people. So I expanded my relationship work to being not only people who are in the business community, but I used, some people call it the serendipity, some people call it happenstance. I don't believe any of it is serendipity or happenstance. I use the people that I encountered, whether it be people in the business world, street people, people that would have no interest in doing business with my company because they were, and what am I going to do? And I decided to be indiscriminate in terms of building relationships. And I also was desperate enough that because I was so unhappy with how this sort of split life that I was having, that I decided that if that means that my job goes away and my business goes away, so be it. And you know what? The good Lord blessed me and our company with vitality, even as I went through this process and built relationships primarily over breakfast, lunch, and coffee. But if you have relationships, if you want a relationship and you want to have a friend, you need to be a friend.